Hello there, welcome everybody. My name is Diorama Don, and this is a diorama, if you like, of a bombed out factory, and the metal staircase still intact at the back there. So just an idea for a diorama if you want to show off your military vehicle or whatever you want the diorama to be of. So let's get into the video and I will show you how I went about making it. So we'll start off with the staircases outside. There are two staircases, one going up at an angle that way and then another one going further up. Not a dog leg, but coming up further up like that. So you need a big piece of card for the first one, because we're going to need 4 staircases, 2 either side, 2 that way and 2 that way. So we need a fairly large piece of card to mark out where the steps are going to go. I've made this 5.5 inches by 4 inches, and then connect a grid of lines to join everything up. And the length of the step is 1/2 inch or 12 millimeters, and the rise of the step is 3/8 of an inch or 8 millimeters. So 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8. Once you've decided where the steps are to be, how long you want and how high you want, then cut along from the top of the steps to the edge of the card, and then all you have to do then is take out each piece to make the steps like that. Easy enough really. And then, as we don't want all this, we can cut that along there. Oh, well, I won't do that because I'll cut my fingers off. You'll end up with that shape. But once you've got one, then you only need a small piece of card just to lay that on and mark around it, and then you can make as many as you like. So once you've got the optimum size that you need, then you can use this as a template for all the others. Okay, so now we've got our steps. Now we need a rail going up the side there. Well, I had the idea of maybe using toothpicks as the spindles going upright like that, but it just got too complicated. It was very, very difficult to do. So I thought of another way of doing things. So I've got a piece of card 1 3/4 inches wide, and that will sit on the bottom like that, and then I can use or cut out from one piece of card my handrail at the top, 3 spindles at the top there, going upright like that, and everything will be all inclusive in one piece of card. So all I've got to do is cut these shapes out there, and when it's done it looks like that. So a bit fiddly, and because these are quite thin here, cut right into the corner, the mark you've got there, and don't go all the way down. Don't come right to this corner. You're going to have to turn it round and dig into that corner there and come back. Otherwise it'll cut into the spindle and it'll all fall to pieces. So with careful cutting you can make that all in one piece. And again, all I need to do is lay that on card, draw around it, and I can make as many as I like. So when that fits onto the staircase, then it'll look like that. Like that. Okay, so that's a far easier way of doing it, just 2 pieces of cardboard. Okay, so now we want the steps. This is 2mm card, this is 2mm card. I suppose I could cut 2mm card for the actual steps, but as then there are not going to be any risers, it's only the step, then that's going to be a bit flimsy just using card across there. So I'll cut these lollipop sticks, just cut those to length, and they will sit like that, and that will make the step. Oh, well, it would be easy to glue the top one and the bottom one, let that dry, and then it would be easier then to put the rest in. But I've got to make all the steps then now to fit in there. Oh my God, I think you're getting the picture anyway. So it'll look like that with the rails either side. Okay, so I'll finish. I need 3 more of these and 2 more of these, and then I'll glue everything together, and we should have 2 staircases. Then I can make the landing at the top of the first flight of steps, and then another landing at the top of the second set. Okay, so I'll go away, do all that, and I'll be back in a moment. So I put all my stairs together using one of these big lollipop sticks. I cut 7 of these up to make the steps. And you can see that if I'd made those from 2mm cardboard, they would be a bit too bendy, wouldn't be very secure. So that's why I used the wooden lollipop stick. I know nobody's going to walk up the steps, I know that, but it makes for a more solid construction. Okay, so we've got both our flights of stairs now. I could, I suppose, have a gap between the flights, but it's going to be a lot easier to put them together. So I don't have to bother putting any rail in between. So I'll stick, if you could see, I'll stick those 2 together like that. That will give me my shape then of the staircases. Then on the ends I've made these landings which will sit there. You can get all the dimensions from the top of the stairs, so there'll be a piece that continues like that with the I put a barbecue stick, a very thin barbecue stick on the top to denote the handrail, so that continues then around the landing. But with a piece of cardboard up against there, then I can mark out where the positions of the openings will be. So a little bit complicated, I will admit, but anyway, that will be like that. And then of course a single landing at the top leading to the upstairs door. Okay, so I'll stick all these together. That will give me one piece. Then I can stick it to the front of a factory. So I'll put these together, make the front of the factory, and well, we'll go from there. Okay, so I've got all the parts of the staircase stuck together now with the landings at the top and the bottom there, and given it a coat of white wall filler. So now it's got a base now for whatever I decide to do to paint it. Not quite sure yet, but that will sit quite nicely up against the building which I've made. Just a very simple factory front. There'll be wooden doors in the front there, the door there at the top of the second staircase, and a couple of windows. So just a very simple factory front, and then that will sit on the front like so. like that. Okay, so all that remains to do is to paint it. I'm okay with the building, as I've done plenty before, so that will be okay, but I'm not quite sure what to do with the, I suppose just black really. That would be in keeping, I suppose. Anyway, I'll finish it off now and come back and show you the finished thing. So painted my staircase and front of the factory building there, and stuck it on. Just a bit of a ground at the front there. I've made it so that the staircase is the feature of the diorama, but obviously you could make it a bit bigger to put a military vehicle and soldiers running around. But just an example of what you can do with cardboard and polystyrene. So it's cost me nothing, a few pennies really to make. So there we are, all finished. Not much more you can say about a staircase. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you've been interested slightly, hopefully, then there are many videos for you to watch previously, and there will be more videos coming along. So please subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell. You will be informed when new videos come along. In the meantime, have a go yourself. Doesn't matter if you mess up, because it costs no money. Okay, again, thanks for watching. See you in the next video, and as always, I wish you happy modelling.